There's all sorts of intrigue about where I disagree with my brother. There'd be one right there. You should not use eminent domain for private purposes. A baseball stadium or a parking lot for limos.
You shouldn't have used it then, Jeb.
It's very different. Transmission lines, pipelines, bridges, highways, all of that is proper use of eminent domain. Not to take an elderly woman's home to build a parking lot so that high rollers can come from New York City to failed casinos in Atlantic City. That is not the appropriate thing to do.
I like Donald. He is an amazing entertainer. But his policies for most of his life...
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
For most of his life, he has described himself as very pro-choice and as a supporter of partial birth abortion. Right now, today, as a candidate, he supports federal taxpayer funding for Planned Parenthood. I disagree with him on that. That's a matter of principle, and I'll tell you... You are the single biggest liar.
You probably are worse than Jeb Bush. You are the single biggest liar.
All right.
This guy lied. Let me just tell you, this guy lied about Ben Carson when he took votes away from Ben Carson in Iowa, and he just continues. And today we had robocalls saying Donald Trump is not going to run in South Carolina, where I'm leading by a lot. I'm not going to run. Vote for Ted Cruz. This is the same thing he did to Ben Carson. This guy will say anything. Nasty guy. Now I know why he doesn't have one endorsement from any of his colleagues.
All right, John, I get to respond.
Pick from the buffet there.
He's a nasty guy.
I will say it is fairly remarkable to see Donald defending Ben after he called him pathological and compared him to a child molester, both of which were offensive and wrong. But let me say more broadly, you notice Donald didn't disagree with the substance, that he supports taxpayer funding for Planned Parenthood. And Donald has this weird pattern. When you point to his own record, he screams, liar, liar, liar. If you want to go...
Where did I support it? Where did I support it? Hey, Ted, where did I support it?
If you want to go and watch the video, go to our website, tedcruz.org.
Where did I support it, Ted?
Out of Donald's own mouth. Where did I support it? You supported it when we were battling over defunding Planned Parenthood. You went on television and said Planned Parenthood does wonderful things and we should not defund them.
It does do wonderful things, but not as it relates to abortion.
So tell me, what are the wonderful things? What are the wonderful things it does?
There are wonderful things having to do with women's health.
You see, you and I disagree on that.
Not when it comes to abortion. That's where
John, the reason I did not nominate John Roberts, I would not have nominated John Roberts.
You pushed him. You pushed him.
I supported him.
You worked with him and you pushed him. Why do you lie?
Donald,
why do you
adults
lie?
learn not to interrupt each other.
Why do you lie?
Donald learned.
You pushed him.
Donald, adults learn not to interrupt each other.
Yeah, I know. You're an adult. You're an adult.
And you know how I know that Donald's Supreme Court justices will be liberals? Because his entire life he supported liberals, from Jimmy Carter to Hillary Clinton to John Kerry. In 2004, he contributed to John Kerry. Nobody who cares about judges would contribute to John Kerry, Hillary Clinton, Chuck Schumer, and Harry Reid.
We're going to switch.
That's what Donald Trump.
Governor, we're going to switch gears here.
Well, first of all, so many people have said to me, you need to scream and jump up and down like everybody else. Is that really what you want, what we just saw? I don't think so. And, when I got into this race, I decided to look under the hood of the engine of what runs Washington, D.C., and my first inclination was to run away. But I didn't do it because I'm thinking about our children and the fact that we are the United States of America, and anybody up here is going to be much better than what's going to come on the other side. And what happened tonight with Justice Scalia tells you that we cannot afford to lose this election, and we cannot be tearing each other down.